You only have one life, so make the most of every moment and live fully. Life shouldn't just be about working without purpose. If your work doesn't bring you joy, reconsider your choices. Spend time doing what you love with people you cherish. Life is short, so share precious moments. If you only do what you can do, you'll never be more than you are now. The fear you don't confront becomes your limit. Life is a one-time offer, use it well. Believe and act as if it were impossible to fail. You should never sacrifice what you could be for what you are. The way you talk to yourself sets the tone for how others will treat you. Our suffering is caused by holding on to how things might have been, should have been, could have been. The most valuable things in life compound over a long period of time. Sometimes their behavior is your answer. Overthinking ruins you. It ruins the situation, twists things around, makes you worry about futile questions, and makes everything much worse than it actually is. You will have to make very practical decisions about what you want from life, and what you're willing to give up, and if you don't make them, then life will make them for you. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Say no to your desire to be perfect, otherwise, you won't be able to improve further. Don't do anything you feel you'd have to lie about later. Give importance to your health. Remember that beggar is happier than in a sick king. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Begging for someone to love you never works. It's a waste of time. Do something every day that you don't want to do. This is the golden rule for acquiring the habit of doing your duty without pain. Do not complain about growing old. It is a privilege denied to many. Trust takes years to build, seconds to break, and forever to repair. Keep your standards high, and do not settle for something because it is available. Maybe you are not healing because you're trying to be who you were before. That person doesn't exist anymore because there's a new you trying to be born. Breathe life into that person. If you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you'll never get it done. Once you lose someone, it is never exactly the same person who comes back. Someday you will look back and know exactly why it had to happen. An apology without change is just a manipulation. Enjoy every bit of your life to the fullest. Your compromises and sacrifices will be rewarded. Sometimes the world is trying to tell you who you are, but if you don't stop to reflect and listen, you'll never be able to hear. You can't always help. Sometimes you will watch people you love make terrible decisions despite the advice you give them. When you get a different vantage point, it changes your perspective. It allows us to see things that maybe we should have seen a long time ago. Maintain activity and get enough sleep to recharge your energy. Never lose the light within you. Love is the greatest teacher. Life is hard, but keep pushing through. Even when things get tough, don't give up. Sometimes, silence is the deepest answer. Listen to your own silence, and you'll discover many things words can't express. You never lose your strength. Sometimes you just forget you have them. The more I learn about people, the more I like my dog. Don't rely on others to tell you how to be happy or what makes a good life. Until you become comfortable with being alone, you will never know if you're with someone out of love or out of loneliness. The past is in your head, the future is in your hands. There are so many great things in life, why dwell on negativity? Happiness often sneaks in through a door you didn't know you left open. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation for goodness. Challenge yourself. It's the only path to growth. Joy is prayer, joy is strength, joy is love, joy is a net of love by which you can catch souls. I used to believe that prayer changes things, but now I know that prayer changes us, and we change things. Life is a game, play it. Life is too precious, do not destroy it. Do ordinary things, with extraordinary love. We must make our homes centers of compassion and forgive endlessly. People treating you poorly is a reflection on them, not you. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. By doing what everyone else does, you guarantee average results. Sometimes there's no right decision to make. In those cases, first, you make a decision and then you work to make it right. Never depend too much on anyone. Everyone changes when they meet new people. A failure is not always a mistake, it may simply be the best one can do under the circumstances. The real mistake is to stop trying. Stop asking why they kept doing it, and start asking why you keep allowing it. Be careful who you trust. Salt and sugar look the same. Exercise improves your outlook on life by boosting your mood, improving your sleep, and lowering your stress. Just because you've been there for others doesn't mean they'll be there for you. Count on you and you only.